All right, Moose, Panthers 4-0. We always break the season into quarters. First quarter, can't do any better than that. I know it wasn't pretty. Cam Newton, Josh Norman, your stars carrying this team right now.
Yeah, does it have to be pretty? You know, the defense is doing what it needs to do. They're winning games. They're creating turnovers, doing all those things that you want a defense to do, a Ron Rivera defense. And what can you say about Cam Newton? I mean, the guy's just been special. Flipping over the pile, completing passes, finding this guy, Greg Olsen, Ted Ginn Jr., doing all those things that he needs to do to win games. You're 4-0 at the end of the first quarter. Chris, I love what they're doing with this team right now, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do going forward.
Well, we're going to do bomb squad and hit squad for the first quarter. We normally do them every Monday after a game, but we'll do them for the first quarter. We'll get to that in a second. I think the one thing you look at with this Panthers team is they're getting better, but they're not even hitting their stride. I mean, it feels like they've barely scratched the surface.
Yeah,
right
when
now.
are they going to have that impressive win, that aha win, you know, that signature win of the season where everything comes together? I'm still waiting for that to happen. It hasn't yet, but it's there. You know, they're building up for that game to take place. So maybe it's in Seattle. You know, we don't know.
Well, maybe it is this week. And here's the thing: you've played in this league for a long, long time. Take us into the locker room, because coach speak is, it's just another game. Moose, this isn't another game. They've come into our building last year and beat us. We go into their building, they cut us out of the playoffs. They've got our number. It's big brother, little brother right now with the Seahawks and Panthers. If you're a player, what's the mindset in the locker room getting ready? It's a Monday, big game week after a bye. It's go time.
You know, it starts on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, preparation, install, the whole deal. But you know when you can really tell, Chris? Sunday morning, go out there on the field, because usually you see a jovial Cam Newton warming up for the game. He comes out there and he's focused and he's serious, because guess what? There's only so many times you can take somebody smacking you in the face before you stand up and you say, you know what, now it's time to fight. And I want to see what Cam Newton looks like in that pregame before they play Seattle. I bet you anything that he's going to have a serious demeanor. The team's going to come out there so focused and ready, because this is like a playoff game for these guys. This is the biggest game as it could be for this franchise.
Well, he's sick of being told Russell Wilson's better than him. Through the first 4 weeks of the season, first 5 weeks, Cam looks like the better quarterback. It's time to go head-to-head and prove it right now.
Hey, Russell Wilson's better than you. You can't win after a bye week.
Get out of here.
You're overrated. The team is the phoniest 4-0 undefeated team. So now's the opportunity to go out there and prove all the critics wrong. I know the Carolina Panthers have to be looking forward to this opportunity.
All right, we got to do bomb squad and hit squad for the first quarter. Our first quarter MVPs: bomb squad, best offensive player; hit squad, best defensive player. I mean, is there anybody else other than Cam Newton on offense?
I mean, it could go around, but it's got to be the two guys right now for me. I mean, it's got to be Cam Newton and it's got to be Josh Norman, the defensive player of the month, and starting off with the defensive player of the week for the month of October here. So for September, defensive player, he's my hit squad. Cam Newton's my bomb squad. Can you write a better script than that?
And those are the two guys that were scrumming it up in practice in the training camp. Remember that? Tussling it up every so. That's not good for the team. Those two guys, they want to win. I like that.
Well, it shows a little bit of fire. It shows who your leaders are on both sides. But let's not forget Thomas Davis, because Thomas Davis has been a consummate pro with Luke Kuechly out in the lineup. You got Jake Klein coming up. And then also Thomas Davis. Thomas Davis, to me, is a very, very close runner-up for the hit squad of the month.
And we got to do an honorable mention, Ted Ginn Jr. You told us preseason this kid was going to be pretty good. Comes back to Carolina, number one option again on offense.
Number one option. I mean, he's just so settled here, and I think he's comfortable with Cam Newton and, in this offense, and he's a feature. So, I predicted him having a big season. He's off to a big start, and I say he's right there close, right behind, between he and Olsen are right behind Cam Newton for a player, hit squad, a bomb squad, to start the first quarter off.
Second quarter coming up. What do the Panthers need to go? Give me a win and loss record. If they came out of the second quarter, next 4 games, how many wins did they need?
I mean, if they just go 50-50. If they just go 50-50 and they duplicate that same record in the second half of the season, you're looking at a team here that's 12-4, they're going to win the division.
I like it. Muhsin Muhammad with us every Monday, bomb squad and hit squad. We'll see you guys on the show.